political aspect. Politicians said it's a method to rig the elections. How dare you come with such a conclusion?
Before we speak or talk about anything, we don't look at it at the perspective of UDP as a political party. We will start as responsible people who are citizens first before any political party. And we will look at it at the angle of the country before at the angle of a political party. Because without the country, we will not have a political party existing.
Oh, okay.
And without people, there will be no country. So we as a party, we will never address issues on the basis of UDP. We will only address it in the general perspective of Gambian people. One most important thing people should not forget in this scheme is that, like I said, the Barrow political strategy is this kind of things. It has nothing to do with like unity within themselves. Because Gambia here, 2 weeks ago, we've been trying for some of our family members to even get an ID card. But simple mayor form cannot be available to give them the access to get ID card. So that is one part of it. And then an ID card of Gambia, if you go to Senegal here, you cannot even withdraw money from any Western Union or a bank. If you present your ID card, Gambian ID card, they will ask you a passport. Yes, you can work with your Gambian ID card to go to anywhere in Senegal, but even at the other part of Senegal, you are taxed to pay a month with a Gambian ID card. Yes, of course, you are charged money. If you want to go to Mali, check it. Use the rules.
But was that not very much a violation of ECOWAS protocol?
Whether it is violating the ECOWAS,
I'm not because the ID card.
Yeah, I'm just trying to tell you that the less significant importance of a Gambian ID card outside of the country. If you want to secure your nationals, the agreement in Mauritania was not about Gambian ID card. The agreement in Mauritania was that people were crying that they don't have access to Mauritanian alien documents.
Alien.
Yes. And if they don't get access to that one, what happens is they will either be arrested or be maltreated. So if Gambia want to use
the undocumented they're talking about, you are saying it has to do with Gambians not being able to acquire Mauritanian residence permit.
So as a responsible government who is serious in tackling irregular migration, Mauritania is been seen as a transit point for irregular migration. So if your citizens are there, I don't know whether some of them permanently live there, but very minimal. I know some are going to school, but any Gambian who is going to school in Mauritania will have their full documents. So those who are there, they are undocumented. You should exactly know those people are trying to have a transit to go to Europe for irregular migration. Either use the Saharan way, or to use Morocco, or to use Mauritania to Spain,
or Tunisia.
Yeah, or Tunisia. So why would a government find a mobile team to go and document that with ID card instead of encouraging them to come back to the country by using consular cards and also means of transport to get them back here? The objectives of those people there should be known first, if the intention is clear. If the intention is to protect Gambians. And that will beg me the question to ask. It hadn't been the 150,000 jobs was created. I know today, those kind of youths who are struggling there today in search of a greener pasture to Europe wouldn't have been there in the first place. So but 2026 is here at the corner. And we all knew supplementary is coming.
Yeah, supplementary registration
is coming. So if supplementary registration is coming, and we have the experience in 2021, your Toma, namesake Lamin Chan, it is not a third person who was coordinating. It is myself. Almost over 4 buses were transported from Mauritania to Gambia here to register them in Gambia here. When they came, they dumped them at the buffer zone. I had the information around 3 a.m. But before they depart, also we got the information that they are coming. So when they arrived around 3 a.m. Night, I confronted them at the buffer zone. But I pretended to be MPP. So when I first approached, there was one lady who is called like Mama. Is it Mama Jola or lady? I don't know. It's kind of a they name him as a Jola name. But the lady speaks fluent Portuguese, and I speak Portuguese fluently. So in my interaction with them, I saw Bissau Guineans in them, but they pretend to be Gambians. They are in Bissau and they speak Portuguese. That they are Creole. Their Portuguese is not clear. But if you speak Creole, you'll be able to understand with somebody who speaks Portuguese.
Yes, of course.
That's where I begged the number of Lamin Cham. When I got the contact of Lamin Cham there, I said, then I'll call Lamin Cham to be. They said Lamin Cham, they keep repeating the name of Lamin Cham. He called me, he was the one calling me. When he came here, he disappeared.
You mean Lamin Cham?
Lamin Cham of NPP campaign manager.
You see, I invited NPP here.
They cannot be here.
But they didn't.
No, they will not be here. You mentioned my name today. So when I started using my number to call Lamin Cham, I called him, I said, but how can you, I pretend to be MPP, how can you bring people here? And then they are hungry, they don't have a place to go. He said, no, I went to Banjul, I want to try to find a food for them. In the morning, early morning, I woke up again and called the same Lamin Cham, using the same lady. So they took them from buffer zone, bring them to Bundum Police. We work together to Bundum Police. I consistently keep communicating to Lamin Cham. So when
you pretended to be a NPP,
I'm just telling you this for
intelligence officer.
Yes, I'm not going to reveal any of my sources, but this one is direct communication with Lamin Cham. So when he suspected that this person I'm talking to could be otherwise, he could not further continue with me. So the chaos started there because these people, they said they are hungry, and Lamin Cham promised them that they're going to bring food and in fact slaughter a cow there so that that lady was so stubborn. She said she's from Talinding, but how can somebody from Talinding spend the night at buffer zone and Bundum Police? Huh?
So you are saying definitely those people are non-Gambians.
No, I attest that most of them are non-Gambians. Most of those people are non-Gambians. But the goal was now to play how to get an alcalo attestation.
Yes.
For them at that time. To give most of, because the lady showed me a foreign passport, ID card, passport, and also a Gambian Jammeh era ID card. And she said she was the mobilizer for Jammeh in Mauritania. Attested to me. She said it's APRC. But that lady is not a Jola in fact. But they call him Mama Jola. But she's not Jola. So
it means that this the system that existed under Jammeh, that's giving
the same line recruited by